All rise. Department 3D is now in session. The Honorable Judge Linda Loftus presiding.
All right, and my Maya and Officer Nance, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. All right, welcome everyone. On behalf of Commissioner Guy Castillo, I thank you all for being here. It is a testament to you, Commissioner, to be among your many proud family members, your colleagues, your friends in the legal community, and so many of the public servants and business community people that you have come to know. And they've all come to share this moment with you. So I got a quote for this from Elena Kagan on the U.S. Supreme Court, and she said, "It was a very cool thing to be a smart girl, as opposed to some other different kind, And I think that made a great deal of difference to me growing up and in my life afterward. It made me think about you. So you are a very smart girl. And this is a moment that I have envisioned for about 10 years. I met Erin about a decade ago, and we connected immediately. She wanted all of the furniture in my chambers in her house. She became involved in our Inns of Court in a very big way, and she started appearing in front of me in the civil department. Before long, she's introducing Manny to me, her husband, Maya, her daughter, and now they're like family. So, no secret, right? This is what Erin does. This is who she is. She joins your life, and you join her life. So, Erin has received the Athena Award, the Young Lawyer Award, and now in February she'll be receiving the Susan B. Anthony Law and Legal Justice Award. So how lucky are we on the San Joaquin County bench to have her now working as a commissioner? I can answer that question. We are incredibly thrilled to have you amongst us. You bring energy, and from looking at my colleagues, also youth. All right, now we come to the part of this event where I need to introduce all of my colleagues, who I cannot look at any notes when I do that. So it's a test. And you might pass it one day, but you might flunk it the next. So, all right, so first of all, I'd like to introduce to you my executive committee. So immediately to my right is Assistant Presiding Judge Shepri Villaputua, Past Presiding Judge Jose Alba, Past Presiding Judge Robin Apple, Past Presiding Judge Dick Giuliani, Judge Gus Pereira, Judge Roger Ross, Judge Seth Hoyt, and Judge Mike Coughlin. Okay, all right, I made it through that. So, starting up in the far back on the right-hand side, our newest commissioner, Jane Lee, Judge Charlotte Orcutt, Judge Barbara Cronlin, retired judge but sitting on the assigned judges program, Bobby McNatt, and visiting from Solano County, Judge David Power, also on the assigned judge program, Judge Elizabeth Humphrey, retired Judge Dave Warner, who also sits on the assigned judge program, Judge Ron Northup, Judge Tony Lucchini, our most senior judge, Judge Bernard Barber, Judge Christine Eagle, Judge Phil Urey, Judge Carter Hawley, Judge Lauren Thomason, Commissioner Cheryl Sparks, Judge Soldati, Judge Johnson, Justice Bill Murray, who used to be on the Superior Court but is now in the 3rd District Court of Appeal, Judge George Abdallah, Judge Consuelo Callahan from the 9th Circuit. There'll be more about that elsewhere. All right. And Judge Heather Mardell Jones from the Fresno Superior Court. Nice to meet you. Okay. And Judge Rick Flavianos, Commissioner Cheryl McCann, and Judge Brett Morgan. Thank you. All right, and then I'd like to thank and welcome many of the public dignitaries and other people from the community that are here. And last time I introduced our Assemblywoman, Susan Eggman, as Senator Eggman. So that was my mistake last time. And I see Ann Barrett is here on her behalf. Okay, very good, thank you. I have Mark Richmond, who's president of the San Joaquin Sergeants Association. Could you raise your hand? Thank you. David Lecomte, President of the Deputy Sheriff's Association. We have our new sheriff, Sheriff Withrow, who called you to order here. We have District Attorney Tori Berber Salazar. The Public Defender, Miriam Lyle, is Fire Chief Ed Martell from Montezuma District here. Chief Eric Jones from the Stockton Police Department. Donald Blunt, editor of the Stockton Record. We have President of the San Joaquin County Bar Association, Heather Rubino. Executive Director of the San Joaquin County Bar Association, Robert Oakes. Director of Human Services, Michael Miller. There you are. Oh, there you are. Okay. The Assistant CEO for the Superior Court, Adrienne Forche. She's in the back, so a lot of you can't see her. Our Human Resources Manager, Stephanie Bohr, back there too. And our CEO for the court, Rosa Junquero. Where did she go? And she and the Judicial Secretary, Kathy Lagorio, put a great deal of effort into putting this together today, so thank you. Lieutenant Alanya, my main man from Court Services Division, and Marilyn Green from Court Operations. All right, thank you. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I apologize if I did. Okay. All right, at this time, we're going to have various people make comments to Erin. And I would welcome up first the District Attorney, Tori Berber Salazar.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and it's an honor to be here. Thank you for inviting us to be here. And when I was thinking about what I was going to say in regards to Erin, I reflected upon the fact that whenever you meet her, you feel like you almost doubt yourself, because you're like, gosh, have I known her for years and I just can't remember her name? Because she's so engaging, and she shares her joy and her light with you. She gives it freely to everybody she meets. And I can honestly say, if you've met Erin, you probably think you're her best friend, because I think I am. So we all do that because she has this incredible gift, and the presiding judge mentioned it. And so last night I thought, okay, today I'm going to honor Erin, and everybody I meet, I'm going to give my light, my joy, and my happiness to them. Well, I forgot I had to start at 5:30 this morning in Manteca on the homeless camp. So I get in, and I'm driving down there, and I'm listening to happy things on NPR and the news and stuff. And I get down there, and I say, okay, Tori, today, all day, you're going to be joyous and happy and give your light in honor of Erin. So I don't know if you've ever woken anybody up at 5:30 in the morning that has spent the night sleeping on the cement. They're not really in a joyous mood at that moment, and I don't blame them. So when I got there, he had some things to say, and they were bleep, 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 bleep. And I said, but I'm giving you my Erin Guy Castillo joy today. I'm giving it to you. And he looked at me as I was driving away, still saying bleep, bleep, bleep. So I thought, okay, this is a test. It is not easy. It's 5:35 in the morning, and I'm exhausted being Erin. Already, 5 minutes into it, I have failed. So I get to Starbucks, because I felt I deserved a Starbucks after that. So I stopped at Starbucks, and I said, whatever I do all day, I'm going to do Erin. So I get in there, and of course there's a gentleman in there that's homeless. So I say, perfect, it's not cold. I can sit here and do the survey. I'm drinking coffee, everybody's out on the street. This is a great thing. So I sit down and I talk to the gentleman, and we had a very lovely and wonderful conversation. And I spent probably an hour there, 2 cups of coffee. So I just really enjoyed this conversation with this gentleman. And he kept saying to me, why are you spending so much time with me? Why are you making this time? And I said, well, one, because I work for you. You live in San Joaquin County, and I work for you. I want you to know that I see you and I hear you, but I want you to know I was inspired by my friend, Erin Guy Castillo, because when she sees you, she sees you. She hears you, she believes in you, and she transfers her joy from her to you, and she makes you always feel so valued and so important and so loved. And so we had this very joyous conversation with this gentleman, and in the end, as life is with this wonderful journey that you take, I said to him, how long have you been homeless? had to fill out the survey. And he said, 15 years. And I said, what was the catalyst that drove you to homelessness? And he said, I got a citation for my vehicle, and it compounded, and they impounded my car, and they took my car, and I was no longer able to drive. I was a roofer, and I wasn't able to get from place to place. And that was the beginning of my journey 15 years ago that led me to homelessness, to sleeping on the street. And I thought, okay, that's why. So I'm here today to tell you, you have a tremendous responsibility as a commissioner. People think sometimes, I think you told a story the other night, that your daughter said you're a junior judge or judge light. Family is always honest. But I think that's not necessarily probably true, because what you do truly impacts people every day. And the consequences for excessive fines and fees can be tragic. And so you make those tough decisions, and you have to decide what is right and what is wrong. And I know that you will always look to that, and you will look to the individual, and you will ask yourself, no matter what they have done, no matter standing before you, how can I make their journey better? And how can I give them the power to be successful, and how can I share my joy in life with them? You just are a tremendous gift to all of us. You're a tremendous gift to this community with your dedication. And I just want to thank you, and I challenge everybody to go out there and be Erin Guy Castillo today. So thank you for this honor.
Okay, so I heard that Sheriff Moore is here. Hello, welcome. And also, who I call with a lot of love in my heart, Dougie Wilhoy. And now, Public Defender Mary Lyle.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. I have a feeling that you're going to hear the same kind of speech over and over again, and it's not because it really does come from the heart, and it really does speak volumes to you, about you. So I was also thinking of a quote when I was thinking of you, Erin, and it's that strong women stand up for themselves, but stronger women stand up for others. And when I think of that quote, I really think of you. You radiate positivity, model to people. People gravitate towards you because of your wisdom, your positivity, your joy, your energy, and your spirit. And as a commissioner on the bench, I am confident that you will continue to radiate that positivity, that you will lift people up. And during the Pledge of Allegiance, the last line is, "And justice for all." I know that anyone appearing before you, that justice will be done. You'll be asked to navigate sometimes tricky, hard waters. You'll have to make decisions. And I'm confident on behalf of the Public Defender's Office that we cannot do any better than you. Now, I was going to write down the speech so I could save it for next time, because I have no doubt that in a year, maybe 2 years from now, I will have the honor, hopefully, of speaking at your judgeship. So congratulations on behalf of everybody. The bench made a great decision.
All right, and please, Heather Rubino, President of the Bar Association.
I'd like to be the first to request that if you are going to have a judge ceremony, it be this year, because I'd like to speak at both. And I don't get the honor of being those two women. Again, I'm going to read. I'd like to thank the court, the presiding judge, and Commissioner Guy Castillo for having me this evening. I come today wearing multiple hats. First, as president of the Bar Association. For those that are not aware, Commissioner Guy Castillo just last month completed her 5-year term on the Board of Governors of the San Joaquin County Bar Association, serving first as secretary and then as president. During her presidency, she faced hard challenges and difficult decisions, but throughout every obstacle, she led the organization with integrity, always acting with the Bar Association's best interest at heart. Her leadership produced a new executive director, renewed court-assigned counsel contract with San Joaquin County, and countless other achievements. For all of your hard work, the Bar Association thanks you. That was that. The SJCBA is only one organization that Commissioner Guy Castillo served on. Aside from her full-time practice at Parish Guy Castillo, she served on the Mary Graham Foundation Board, also as president, Financial Center Credit Union, and the executive committee of the Consuelo M. Callahan Inn of Court. To say she had a full plate is an understatement. However, despite those many, many commitments, she made time to have multiple mentees, including me. I'm sure some of those other mentees are here today, so I'm going to refrain from requesting my public affirmation that I was your favorite. Though she started as my mentor, she quickly became a close friend, which I'm guessing now is, I guess it's not just me. Until this ceremony started. As my mentor, I would call her when the stress of this demanding job became so much that I found myself stressing over stress. She would always kindly and compassionately remind me that the anxious feelings I had only proved my passion for my clients and my desire to achieve the best possible outcome for them. Without Commissioner Guy Castillo's mentorship, friendship, and engagement with me throughout the last 4 years, I can confidently say I would not be where I am in my career or as president of the Bar Association. As commissioner, I am excited to see how many more lives she can positively impact in her tenure on the bench. Erin, the road before you is not easy, but then again, none of the roads you've ever taken were. We appreciate your continued service to our city, county, profession, and the legal system.
Now I'm going to ask Judge Consuelo M. Callahan to come up and make some comments.
Okay, Erin, I took off my Supergirl robe because everyone knows the DA and the public defender are shopping friends of mine, so everyone knows I have very cute clothes. I don't want to waste that. I would like to begin by thanking the judges of San Joaquin County for selecting Erin Guy Castillo, a truly exceptional person, to be our newest commissioner. Erin, I am personally delighted to welcome you to the bench. It's an honor to be your colleague. It's also a great honor to say a few words about Erin today. It is a daunting task to do justice to Erin in 5 minutes. But as you can see, there have been recurring themes, and none of us talked before we gave our speeches, and I guess I'm the last comments. But she is a person I deeply respect and admire. To Erin's family, I say congratulations. This is a proud moment for your family. I know you probably think you know Erin better than anyone else. In some ways you do, but you do not always know how other people in the community view your family member. I always made my kids come to things because they thought I was very ordinary, and then when other people would say good things, it lifted it up. So I want you to know that Erin is held in the highest regard by her colleagues and the community. We think Erin is a gem and a star. Erin and I met in 2010 because of our involvement in the Inns of Court, an organization that promotes ethics, professionalism, and civility in the law. 3 qualities that Erin exemplifies in all that she does. Erin has stellar academic credentials, has distinguished herself as a great lawyer, and has committed herself, at least 100%, maybe more, to enhancing the legal profession and improving San Joaquin County community. Erin is a leader. Despite her humility and modest ways, she has received more awards and held more important positions than most people do in a lifetime. You heard about a few of them: president of the bar, president of the Consuelo M. Callahan Inn of Court, Young Athena Award, San Joaquin County Association Outstanding Young Lawyer, and many more to come. Just to name a few. Though Erin does not seek personal recognition, her good works cannot be ignored. Sometimes I think she is like Moby Dick, ubiquitous. She is everywhere. She is a Stockton girl, technically not born here, but came here at 8 years old. She left to go to college and to law school, but she came back to us. A home girl, a valley girl. Erin, thank you. When thinking about what I was going to say today, I had an epiphany. While I have heard countless great things about Erin, I have never heard one negative thing about her, nor have I ever heard Erin say anything negative about another person. Her goodness, her compassion, and her acceptance of others makes her a perfect fit for the bench. She brings out the best in others, and we are all better because we know her. And she has a great laugh. Anyone that knows her has heard her belly laugh. Over 30 years ago, I took my oath as a commissioner in this very community. I have a little bit of advice for you. When I took my oath, it was over in the other courthouse, and it was in one of the courtrooms that had a sign behind it, and it said, where justice ends, tyranny begins. And so there was a very nice picture of me taking the oath. The only thing is, they cut out everything, and it said, justice ends, tyranny begins. Be very careful about that. I think being a commissioner is a wonderful way to begin your judicial career. As a commissioner, more people appear before you than almost any other judge. You are the face of the judiciary. You interface directly, mostly without lawyers, with the people of this community. You have a great opportunity and responsibility to follow the law and treat people with respect. I know you know that every case before you is the most important case to those people and is important in the overall scheme of things, and that access to justice and faith in the impartiality of the judiciary are paramount. I have felt your presence in this community since your return to Stockton. You are a star in our San Joaquin County galaxy. I knew that when I met you, and the years have proven me correct. I don't know where your judicial career will take you, but I know it will be remarkable, and I know this is just beginning. San Joaquin County is very lucky to have you. Welcome and congratulations.
Supposed to be cleanup. That was clear in our discussions for this. So I'm off my game on that, and I'm off my game because you guys have said almost everything that she's done in her life, but we haven't gone down to the younger years yet. And I'm not going to do that either. Erin asked me to be quick. She said, hey, Michael, can you do this in 3 to 5 minutes? And I thought we were better friends than that because she knows I can't do anything in 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to try this, and forgive me. I thought we'd have a podium. I'm watching too much law shows or something. He's sitting there, so we'll try this way. First off, if you're getting a little grayer like myself, you understand that nowadays it's not your friends that are on the 40 below 40 list. It's your friends' kids that are on the 40 below 40 list. And I'm happy enough to have a friend who is on the 40 below 40 list. And I didn't get enough of her. It doesn't matter what. I could never get enough of Erin. And one time we were at a conference together, education session, and believe it or not, the guy up front says, you have to get your millennial. All of you need to get a millennial. And I'm like, is that like a pet rock or something? Everybody's got to have a millennial. Well, lucky for me, I already had my millennial sitting next to me. And Erin was there, and Erin took a little offense that, millennials aren't this, and they're not that, and they're not, one size fits all. But she did fill the role that day of being my millennial with me as we went across and educated ourselves and helped others. I should have a cute meat story for Erin and I. That's the device used in many comedies, but ours wasn't quite a cute, neat story, or neat, cute story. I was standing in front of a group of people asking for volunteers, and it was more like stripes. Everybody else took a big step back, and Erin was left there on the end. But right away, I realized there was a kindred soul there. There was somebody who looked to put themselves in there, who filled the vacuum without knowing that a vacuum was even there. And we became long-standing friends at that moment. We've done lots of great things together, and everything she does is truly for you, for the community, for the betterment of society, for the betterment of our lives, for the betterment of our family. I am just honored to be her friend and to have done so many great things with her and continue to do so many. So I think it's rather long. We have a party to get to. We have other things to do. But I want to leave this, is that we have a group together that we became part of. And one of the things we do in this, it's something special, or it's silly, it depends the way you look at it. It's an exercise we do when we first meet each other. And you could do it all today too. But it's one where I just say to them, what's your favorite animal and why? And it sounds silly, but it tells you a lot about a person. And so everybody in this group, when they come together at the first time, it's that little bit where they have to open up about themselves. Everybody else in the group does it too. So if you've been there for 5 years, it's the 5th time you've gone over what your favorite animal is and why. And you get things, you get the lone wolf, right? I want to be the alpha, the apex, whatever. You get the unicorn, and I have to explain to people that unicorns aren't animals. They're mythical. And so you get all kinds of different things, and we remember that. It's something that's special. And then the why. The why comes out. Why is that your favorite? Mine, I can share, okay? I can share that mine is a penguin. I like it because it's one of those anomalies. It's a bird that doesn't fly. I like it because the dads and the penguins, they take care of the kids. It's a good thing. They stay together as a group, and they all look alike to us, but they all know individually who is who. So there's a very tight bond there. That's it. So that tells you something about me. Now you're wondering, am I going to say something about Erin? No. There is no big reveal, because what you get with Erin is what you get. Her animal isn't going to tell you anything about her. Being with her tells you everything. And you've heard the others already say this. But it's very special when you have somebody like that. The intelligence we've talked about, that the caring, the giving, the real heart of the matter, and how she feels about all of us, and what she's willing to do for all of us. And I really mean that, for anyone and everyone. She is here to make things better, and I appreciate you being my friend. Congratulations. Great job. We're all very, very proud of you.
Okay, so now the moment you've been waiting for. Repeat after me.
I, Erin Castillo,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will well
and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
You may be seated. Don't worry, I don't make you stand up if you come to 3A. My bailiff, Loopy, she's got it all dialed in. Thank you. I want to say thank you so much for coming today. It's truly overwhelming to walk out here and see so many familiar faces that I truly admire and adore. I know I would have never made it this far without the assistance, support, love, and encouragement of so many people that are here today. We truly would be here well into the evening if I was going to list everybody by name. And I know I'd get into a lot of trouble as a new commissioner if I kept us all here past So I want to be respectful of our time, but I also really do truly need to honor so many people, but I promise I will make it brief. I really want to focus on those people that have inspired and encouraged me over the years, and certainly who made me who I am today. I will start from the beginning with my parents. If you know me, you know that I am truly blessed because I have 4 parents. Despite some folks or some young people that come from divorce, I actually doubled my good fortune. And so I'd like to start and thank my mother, Melissa, who, if people want to know where I get my energy from, go to In Shape at 5 a.m. and you'll know because my mom will be there. She truly has been my backbone. I wouldn't have graduated from law school, passed the bar with a 10-month-old, or started off on my legal career without her tremendous support and love. My dad, Greg, I know that I get my work ethic and my hard work spirit from you. Thank you so, so much. I truly was always a daddy's girl, and so I really am so thankful to have you here today. My stepdad, Rick, you always put others before anyone else, and you truly know just how to be there for people, and I know I learned that from you. Every soccer game, learning how to drive, that guy right there, thank you so much. My stepmom, Polly, she put up with a feisty, fiery teenager, got me on track, taught me how to be responsible and to take charge, and she really instilled in me the love of running and the love of Starbucks, so thank you very much. I will keep it brief because that's how they like it. My lovely husband, who I know with all things are possible, when people ask me, what do you have? I have a man. So I really don't understand. My very lovely, precocious, independent, and yes, she did say, Mom, what is this commissioner job? And I said, you've been to Judge Johnson and Judge Loftus's chambers? She goes, are you going to have one of those? I said, yes. She goes, all right, you're like a junior judge then. And when I'm going to career day tomorrow, she wants to know what I'm going to tell all the kids to make sure they're going to understand what I'm saying. My legal career, I had the true benefit of the best mentor I could ever have, starting off as a law student and then as a lawyer, and that is Lynn Thaxter Brown, who came all the way from Fresno today, who has supported me over all of these years. Thank you so, so much, Lynn, for everything. My former law partner could not be here today because in his true spirit, he is in Fresno in court. But I do must give a shout out to Bill Parrish, who gave me the opportunity when I first came back here to work with him. I was truly grateful to have that job, and also to later become his partner and practice so many years here in this community. And thank you to my longtime assistant, who I know I can never replace, Tita, and to Fawn for also coming today. Thank you so, so much. I must recognize my dear friend, Heather Mardell Jones, the Honorable now Heather Mardell Jones from Fresno. We tried our first case together, and she's just always been such an inspiration to me. And I'm so, so grateful to have you here today. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Don't worry, Judge Garber, I'm only looking down sometimes. I know. Thank you, Jamie Nance, for doing the Pledge of Allegiance with my daughter. She wouldn't have it any other way. I see you guys got your bracelets on. Thank you so much. You were so inspiring to me, you and Catherine, and I really appreciate having you here in the front row. Thank you today for that. I have so many dear, wonderful friends, and I want to thank just a few of them. I know I have tried to thank so many of you over the last few months. It's really been truly overwhelming. I have this running group, and if you want to be in my running group, you just got to have 3 names: Carrie Kruger Devine, Allison Cherry Lafferty, Lori Bell Schrum. You just got to add an extra last name if you want to run with us, okay? So 5 a.m., meet at Starbucks. I also really, truly, 5 years ago, I entered into a program that really changed my life, and that was Leadership Stockton. And I have so many of my classmates here today. I'm truly overwhelmed. We went through that program so long ago, but I'm so incredibly thankful, and through that I got to meet so many wonderful people in this community
So thank you, Doug and Tim Quinn from the Chamber for just a wonderful program. Thank you so much for that. I have two of my closest friends that I've known for 25 years that happen to show up here today. I don't want to I'm afraid to point them out because they can tell you everything you ever wanted to know about me. One is my dear friend Summer. We are 1 day apart and we have known each other for 25 years. Thank you so much. Summer just had a baby and she looks amazing and I'm so thankful that she came here today. We've really been through everything and thank you so much for coming today. And my dear friend, Randy, today is his 40th birthday. So thank you, Randy, for coming on your birthday to my swearing in. Happy birthday. I couldn't think of a better way to wish you. So thank you. I know why Judge Mulvihill's not here because Judge Loftus made the comment, I made the bench younger, and I officially took the youngest spot away from Judge Mulvihill when I was appointed commissioner, so that's why he can't be here today. He's so really sad about that. I am so grateful to have so many dear friends and so many wonderful speakers. I have admired Tori and Miriam for so long. Miriam has great shoes. Tori can speak without notes. They're both just so amazing, and we do this program together on Law and Justice, and I've just had the privilege of riding their coattails for the last 4 years and that, so thank you both so much for being here. Heather, you touch me with your remarks, and they say that the best mentors become students, and I really have become a student of yours. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you so much. And honestly, to have the legal goddess, Judge Callahan, honestly, not only come but agree to speak on my behalf, to be able to be the president of Her End is truly amazing. Thank you so much. You want to talk about someone who inspires me, who if I could be a quarter of what you are someday, I am just so truly honored to have you in my life. And thank you, Michael, for putting up being in the last spot and going before 4 powerful, amazing women. I had my token male.
Happy to be there. Happy to be there.
I was your token millennial. You could be my token male. I have to say thank you to the court staff. Kathy, Rosa, everybody is amazing. My courtroom clerks, Heather and Annalyn, you make me look good every day. I just started, thank you. And Loopy, honestly, I love your law and order, and you just come in and you just really make my job so easy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it's not last, certainly not least, but I do have to thank the bench. Thank you for picking me. But thank you. It is an honor to be your colleague. I have looked up to so many of you over the years, or some I don't know as well as others, but I'm learning my way, and I'm learning and I'm getting to know you. And honestly, I could sit here and there's so many of you that have been such a positive light, and you have been so helpful before and since I got on the bench. Thank you so much. I am truly honored and humbled and excited every day to come to this job, to be on the bench with all of you. Thank you, and thank you, Judge Loftus, for today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, I made my deadline. All right.